Hello. First of all, I just want to say thank you for stopping by on my channel and taking the time to click and watch this video. So what I kind of wanted to talk about today is I tried the iTrackBites app. My last video posted, I had downloaded the app and was kind of trying to feel my way through it, looking for some input on how to use it. So I tried it for 2 weeks, and basically what I found, I only had the free version. Now I didn't pay for the full version. I just used the free version, and the problem that I had with it is most of the items that I tried to look up or food that I tried to enter, when I would try to search for it, it would always pop up and give me the option to buy the full access, and I wasn't really looking to do that, so I was having to go into my Fitness Pal to log my food. Now it wasn't giving me a points value for anything, but at least calories and macros. So after about a week and a half of being really frustrated because I really couldn't get any full use out of the app without paying for it, I just kind of quit using it, and then I was using my Fitness Pal app for the majority of my food tracking. But ironically, something funny happened. Now I had quit or stopped my membership with Weight Watchers because basically for financial reasons. We had made the decision that we wanted to move back home to Georgia, and we were needing to save money and find ways where we could cut back just to put together the money to move. And at the time, Weight Watchers was one of the things that I needed to cut out, that I could let go. But things have come into play a little differently than what we had first anticipated, and a lot faster than we had anticipated. But everything has been put in place, and in 10 days we are moving back to Georgia. So yay for that. But about, I guess, 3 days ago, a couple of days ago, in my email, I got an email from Weight Watchers, and it said, please come back and enjoy 3 free months if you sign back up now. So I debated on it, and I thought about it, and I talked it over with my husband, and I decided they were offering the 3 free months, and there was no money to sign up, and I will be back in Georgia, so the financial situation that we were in here in Florida won't be a factor when we get back to Georgia. So I went ahead and signed back up. So now I don't have to worry about the iTrackBites and whether I can use the app or not, because I am now officially back on Weight Watchers. That's the good thing. The bad thing is, for my first weigh-in, I was actually up 6 pounds, and that was 6 pounds from the last time I weighed in at home, which put me at about 11 pounds up from my last weigh-in at Weight Watchers. Now that was pretty devastating, but in all honesty, I couldn't be surprised. Like, I couldn't be mad. I can be mad. I can be very mad at myself, but I can't be surprised, and I can't be all disappointed and be like, I didn't see that coming. Well, yes, I did. I hadn't been tracking food, and I hadn't been working out. And I've been using the fact that I'm kind of down here in Florida by myself, because I literally am now. At first, in April, when I had my first real big setback when I was on Weight Watchers, my family had, they were here when we moved to Florida, because we moved here to be close to them. Then they decided that they didn't like it here and moved back in January. And so my grandchildren, my son and daughter-in-law, moved back in January. In April, my daughter came down to visit, and after seeing her, I hadn't seen anyone in my family from January to April, it just, like, it pushed me over the edge. I went into this huge, deep depression, quit going to my Weight Watchers meetings, quit working out, quit tracking food. It was bad. But then I got myself, I picked myself up, got back on track, lost back, because I'd gained back 10 pounds then too, but then I lost it back. And then when everything came into play that we were going to be moving back to Georgia, my husband went up the middle of August to help my son and daughter-in-law get moved into their new house, and he went to see about a job. Well, they wanted to hire him immediately, so it was kind of like a decision that had to be made in the spur of the moment. Well, he took the job, so he has stayed up there, and so I had to stay here to pack and finish out our lease. So from the middle of August until now, which is almost the end of September, so I accidentally let the battery run dead. But what I was saying when the phone died on me, or the battery of the camera died on me, is from about the middle of August until now, which is like the end of September, I have been down here in Florida all by myself. And from January until August, when my family left, and I saw my family maybe 2 or 3 times throughout the year, I still have my husband with me here, and he was here with me until August. But now that he's gone too, and he's in Georgia as well, we've lived here in Florida for a year. I haven't made any friends. I work from home, so I'm inside my apartment working every day. And I don't really get an opportunity to go out a lot throughout the week because of the hours that I do work. And I'm not really trying to make excuses for the fact that I haven't been tracking food and I haven't been working out. I mean, there's nothing that has stopped me from doing that. There really isn't. I know that. I pay for Beachbody on demand. I've got a great gym here. I have a swimming pool here. I have this fishing lake that has a nice little walking pond around it. I mean, I don't even have to leave my apartment and have multiple ways of getting exercise in every day. And it's just, I'm so disappointed in myself that I've let myself get off, of the routine that I was on. I was doing so good. I had lost 24 pounds. I was working out 2 hours a day. And I just basically pissed it all away. And I'm not trying to make excuses for it, because there really are no excuses for it. But I do let myself allow for excuses for myself, because most of the time when someone is overweight to the point that they're 100 pounds overweight, there's always usually something underlying. And in my case, I have multiple mental health diagnoses. I've been diagnosed with PTSD and bipolar disorder. So I think with all this time of being in Florida, separated from my family and now separated from my husband, I just feel so isolated. And I've let myself get into a place mentally where I stopped caring about myself physically. I had lost 24 pounds, but now I have gained back. And I actually did the math when the battery was charging, and it's 14 pounds. I thought it was 11 pounds that I had gained back. I went back and looked at my last recording from the last meeting I was at the Weight Watchers, and it's 14 pounds that I've gained since August. And this is the end of September, so this is pathetic. But, I feel like I've just I've had all this time alone, and I just feel so isolated, and I have no socialization going on. You know, I've talked to my family on the phone and I've done the FaceTime, but you know, there's no true social interaction. And even when I get out, you know, down here in Fort Myers, I don't know any of my neighbors. You know, they speak in passing, but that's it. No one has ever, you know, I don't know any of them. And I go out, and I don't know what it is about South Florida. People just aren't as engaging as they are in North Georgia. And it could just be that, you know, that this is a big city, a lot bigger than the town I'm from in Georgia, and you know, there's a lot of transplants down here. I don't know. I can't say, but people just aren't really that engaging and that eager to try to have a conversation with you or get to know you. So the whole time that I've been down here, I haven't made friends or really had any socialization. And in the month and a half since my husband has, you know, gone up to Georgia to stay with my family while I'm waiting for us to get ready to move, I am like completely isolated. And I think that a lot of that inner mental battle is like just become more prevalent. It's more present right now. There are days that I do not want to get out of bed. I will lay in the bed until I have to get out of bed and log in to work. There are some days that I have to force myself to take a shower because I haven't taken a shower in like 2 or 3 days. There are some days I don't even want to put on real clothes. There are days I never put shoes on. There are some days I eat snack pack pudding all day and I don't even make myself real food. It's just, I'm not trying to say that I'm using this as an excuse. It's not an excuse because there's really no reason that I'm not working out. There's really no reason that I'm not tracking my food, but it's just like, sometimes it's like it's so hard to overcome that mental battle that we're facing, you know, internally. And right now I'm just in a place where I've let myself get weak mentally, and the fallout of that is that physically I'm definitely suffering from that. And I just have to find a way to pick myself up and just get past this. And I know once I get to Georgia and I'm with my family and I'm not just all by myself and so isolated and, you know, unsocialized, that things will be a lot better. I know that they will, and it's only just a few weeks now, but I just wish I could find myself back in a place where I could like overcome this mental hurdle. You know, I had the relapse back in April when my daughter came down, and I just got into this really deep depression, and I pulled myself back out of it. I gained 10 pounds, but I lost that back, and now I've gained 14 pounds, and I just have to push myself to get over this mental hurdle and get myself back in a good place mentally so that I can get myself back into a good place physically. And some days it seems hard, some days it seems impossible, but I know it can be done because I've done it before and I will do it again. But anyway, long story short, I deleted the iTrackBites. I decided not to, try to do anything with it, and I got back involved with Weight Watchers. I rejoined Weight Watchers, and so I'm hoping that community support. I only have like a week and a half left down here, so I don't even know that I'll actually go to the studio meeting here because I work on this weekend, and then next weekend I'm moving, or right after next weekend, but that's going to be my last weekend before I do move. But I've got, the app and the community support on the app, and I can track my food. And then I've already found a studio close to where I'm moving in Georgia. It's only like 2.3 miles from the house I'm living in, so that's gonna be good. It's close, so I've already figured out, like I looked at their schedule and figured out a time to go to the meetings. So I'm hoping once I get settled and I get back with my family and then I get started back in with a new group, studio meetings, get back in that Weight Watchers community support. I'm really hoping I can turn this back around and get myself back on track in the right direction. But you know, the thing is like with weight loss, so much of it, if there's like these underlying, you know, psychological or emotional issues that are the root cause of our, you know, weight gain and our unhealthy lifestyles, then those are the things that have to be addressed first. And that's the thing, like right now, is that I am trying to work on overcoming this depression and overcoming this really dark place I'm at mentally, so that I can push myself to get better physically. And it's such a catch-22, because when you're depressed, you don't feel like being physical. You don't want to get up and work out. You don't really give a shit how you eat. But when you do work out, you know, exercise is a mood regulator, you know, I know that. And so when you work out, you feel good. And the more you work out, the better you feel physically, the better you feel mentally. So it's just like this loop, you know. It's like, I want to work out. I know I'll feel better if I work out, but I don't want to work out because I'm depressed and I don't really care. But so I just have to push myself forward and move myself in the direction that I need to go in. So anyway, that is just kind of my little update. Decided to pass on the iTrackBites, got back involved with Weight Watchers, and we'll see how that goes. And I will just keep pressing forward, and I'm gonna get through this. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video, and I hope that you have an absolutely amazing day. Bye.